Hey folks, McChrispy here with Blasty the Blastoise to briefly explain how Blastoise operates in Pokémon Unite. Hopefully, this quick summary will help you decide if Blastoise is a Pokémon you'd like to play in the game. Full disclosure, this is simply a how-to video with some small tips, and does not include any kind of ranking for Blastoise due to the meta of the game constantly changing. But I'll let you know now that he is definitely a fun Pokémon to play, and any team can benefit with him on it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Blastoise is a classical defender in Pokémon Unite, meaning that he has high defenses and HP as well as having good crowd control abilities. Blastoise is able to push and shove opposing Pokémon to inhibit scoring, protect teammates, or position the other team to make some big plays. On the other hand, his moves have long cooldown periods, and he seems to struggle during the beginnings of a match. As such, you might often experience yourself or see other players remain a Wartortle for a good portion of the match, as the quest of evolution to a Blastoise is a tricky one. But don't let that stop you from picking up this Pokemon. Attaining Blastoise in a match is rewarding, and you can definitely make an impact. Now, these are Blastoise's stats according to the game itself, and I would agree with it for the most part. He does have options to put out good amounts of damage, but I feel as though people mainly use him as support through his crowd control options. When you start the match as a Squirtle, you'll only have Water Gun and Headbutt to use. Water Gun is a great damage move that shoves Pokemon in the designated direction, while Headbutt is a dash that stuns enemies you hit. In my opinion, these moves are great as you can use them to secure experience from wild Pokemon, retreat quickly, or stun and position enemies to KO them. Upon evolving, you'll be able to change Water Gun into either Hydro Pump or Water Spout. Hydro Pump is literally an upgraded Water Gun that does more damage and stuns for a bit longer, while Water Spout places an AoE shower of water on the ground that damages and slows enemies inside it. Upon reaching level 7, you can change Headbutt into Rapid Spin or Surf. Rapid Spin has you hide in your shell and spin around while dealing damage, while Surf is a dash that carries and shoves enemies hit with it. Upon evolving, you'll have access to your Unite move, Hydro Typhoon. Hydro Typhoon is a giant AoE that throws and does damage to all Pokemon it hits, as well as gives you a shield to nullify damage. I kind of imagine it like... God damn it! Just like every Pokemon in the game, Blastoise has two main movesets, or a pair of moves that go well together. But you can always mix and match according to your playstyle. For our first moveset, let's talk about Hydro Pump and Surf. If you're going for a displacement build, this moveset is for you. These two moves complement each other really well, as you'll be able to constantly push and shove enemies where you want them to go and get places you want to be. Due to the amount of crowd control in this game, I would recommend this build so you can help your attackers and main damage dealers whittle enemies down while you stun them in place. A great combo I like to use is Surf into Hydro Pump, or Surf into Hydro Typhoon into Hydro Pump. The second moveset, Rapid Spin and Water Spout, focuses on damage and requires a more in-your-face aggressive playstyle. To start, let's talk about Rapid Spin because it has a cool gimmick. While in Rapid Spin, if you begin to use your basic attacks, Blastoise will shoot out water for extra damage on top of your spin damage. If you hold Water Spout while in Rapid Spin, Blastoise shoots out water in all directions that deal even more damage. You can also do this with Hydro Pump for a quick burst of damage. When you activate Rapid Spin, it instantly resets the cooldown of your other move. So you should set your Water Spout, then use Rapid Spin, then hold Water Spout to do extra damage. As mentioned before, Blastoise has long cooldown timers. To help with this, every time you use your boosted attack or your third basic attack, all of Blastoise's cooldowns are reduced. So make sure to basic attack at all times. And lastly, Blastoise's passive ability is Torrent, which makes him deal 20% more damage at half HP or less. Let's move on to items. Due to Blasty being a special attacker with high HP, you'll want to choose items that capitalize on those traits. The Focus Band helps with his survivability and defense. The Choice Specs and Wise Glasses increase his special attack. And even items like the Buddy Barrier, Aeos Cookie, or Slick Spoon are useful as well. When it comes to battle items, you have a few good options. A potion is always great for instant healing, increasing your survivability. X Speed can help you better position Blastoise for his moves, as well as help with his low mobility. And the Eject button helps you stay on top of enemies and position your Unite move a lot better. Other things to note are that currently, Blastoise has a 0% critical hit rate, so items like Scope Lens will do absolutely nothing for this Pokemon. When it comes to choosing a lane to go to during a match, Blastoise does well in both the top lane and bottom lane, due to his presence in pushing the lane. Some great teammate options for Blastoise are Pokemon that deal high damage, so attackers like Venusaur, Greninja, and Espeon. Other great options are bulky initiators like All-Rounders and Defenders that are good at stunning enemies and sustaining themselves. Some examples of these Pokemon are Serena, Slowbro, Dragonite, and Machamp. Also, check these out. He's so dapper. Mob boss. My dream husband's profession. Every time I see this, I really want a salted pretzel. Oh, and Blastoise is one of the cheaper Pokemon to purchase, costing 8,000 Aeos coins or 460 gems, which is about $7. Well, I think that's it. I hope this video helped you decide if Blastoise is a Pokemon you'd like to play. Unite has a training area where you can play every Pokemon, so why not try them out? Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video or noticed things that can be improved, please let me know. This is McChrispy, and I hope you have an amazing day.